Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a while, but I'm trying to do some work here, do a little formatting here that'll kind of spark things up a little bit. But thank you all for joining me. It's crazy what I'm seeing, what I've been seeing for the last, couple of years, really. And there is this seemingly increasing attack, if you will. And the reason why I say attack, I'm going to give you the details of why I say attack later on after I read this article. But there seems to be an increase in attack against rappers. It's amazing. It's like, when are people going to see? When are people going to wake up and see that there seems to be something else nefarious going on here? But as you all probably have already heard, and as you can see here on this, the heading of this article, this rapper by the name of Takeoff, it says rapper Takeoff of rap trio Migos shot dead. I'm pretty sure all of you already heard about this before. I had watched Brandon T. Tatum's video on it not too long ago. And what he was saying was that, what Brandon T. Tatum was saying was that this young man right here who was shot wasn't really into gangster rap that much, and some of his music was more like pop music and so forth, kind of like pop, had a poppy style to it. That's what Brandon T. Tatum said, and I'm just paraphrasing some of his words. But at any rate, his music wasn't really according to Brandon T. Tatum, his music wasn't really about gangster rap and so forth. Now, you guys know that I don't really listen to any of the modern hip hop music. I wasn't into hip hop in the 80s, and I'm not into it at all now. I hardly listen to any of it now. My son listens to it. I don't listen to any of it now. A lot of the stuff here is just demonic, and I'm not going to go into the details about all of that. But I'm going to read this article, and I want to show you something in this article, a picture that hopefully you'll be able to see it, that I wanted to point out, and then I'm going to give you my opinion of what I think personally this is all about. So let's get into this article. It says, rapper Takeoff, 1/3 of hip hop act Migos, was shot and killed. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Migos was shot and killed Tuesday morning, according to a report. And before I go any further, my prayers go out to those who were related to this young rapper. My prayers go out to them. It's a shame to lose the life of someone that you was close to and that you love, for them to die senselessly. I actually saw the video in Brandon T. Tatum's video. I actually got a chance to see the video image and footage of this young man being shot. And I tried to find it on Breitbart. Usually they have some kind of video on the inside, but they didn't have it here. So I couldn't, find it. But it was very tragic, horrible. But let's go on. It says, he was gunned down at a private party at 810's Billards and Bowling in downtown Houston, TMZ reported. He was 28. So you'll be able to see that on TMZ. You can be able to see that on TMZ. As a matter of fact, let's go there and see something for a moment. And maybe we can get a chance to see this in TMZ here. As a matter of fact, I don't know. They might have a video of it. They might not have a video of it. Okay, here we are. Hopefully you guys can see this or can hear this. If it'll start. They don't seem to be doing much. But at any rate though, this is kind of freezing up here. Yeah, well, at any rate, I didn't want to waste too much time looking into that because it's just moving real slow. But he was shot down senselessly. The article goes on to say, the walk it, talk it hit maker, whose real name is Kirshnik Karabal, I may have butchered his name, please forgive me for that, died soon after Houston police and fire officials arrived on the scene at around 2:40 a.m. following multiple reports of a shooting. This is a shame. This is a shame. He goes on to say, Houston police Lieutenant Ronnie Wilkins said the man appeared to have been shot in the head or neck, AP reports. Wow. Two other victims were transported to nearby hospitals and their immediate fate is reportedly unknown. So we don't know whether or not these other two people that were shot are dead or what. We don't know. Police did not release the identities of the victims, but said it was a... Let's read that again. Police did not release the identities of the victims, but said it was a fatal shooting. Now, here's another photo of him. Notice something here. The young man in the back. Notice what's on his jacket, in the back of his jacket. A big eye, right? Now, me having read up on things dealing with certain societies, the Illuminati and things of that nature, I couldn't help but think, what's up with this eye on the back of his jacket, this young man's jacket in the back of the wrapper? What's up with that eye? What first thing came to my mind was the all-seeing eye on the back of the dollar bill, which many researchers and conspiracy researchers believe is the all-seeing eye of Lucifer, which is a Illuminati sign. And I'm not saying that they were in Illuminati or anything like that. But my point is that what I'm trying to get at is that I believe personally is that there is a spiritual implications from this incident here. I'm just throwing some things out there. There seems to be some spiritual implications here. There seems to be something much more deeper and darker going on. Because as I said earlier, what in the introduction to this video, why are all of these rappers dying and getting shot? Every time I turn around, there's some rapper getting shot. I did a video not too long ago about another rapper getting shot. I don't remember all their names, but I did a video not too long ago about a rapper getting shot. And shot and killed. And what was it? Nipsey Russell. He was one of them that got shot and killed in front of his apartment, I believe, in front of his place of residence. It's just sickening. The article goes on to say the victim's identity would not be released until it's verified by the county coroner and his family has been notified, police said. And then it says police confirmed that Migos member Quavo and Takeoff were in attendance at the time of the shooting, according to KPRC. Quavo was not injured, TMZ reported. 2 weeks ago, Quavo and Takeoff released their debut, only built for Infinity Links, without the third Migos member, Offset. So what I was told was that this young man here was at one point affiliated with Offset, and they did some work together. Brandon T. Tatum said that about the fact that they did some work together. But this is very, very unfortunate, people. This is sad. This is sad. And these things ought not happen. Now, let me summarize it in this way. I mentioned this idea that perhaps this may be an Illuminati situation here or whatever. That might be the case. I can't prove that. But this is what I want to bring out here that I think is a recurring pattern among rappers and people who tend to rap about that kind of material and live that kind of lifestyle. And I'm not picking on black people. I'm black myself. I'm not picking. But when I see stuff like this in the hood, if you will, or in areas in the inner city, okay, you either call it the hood or the ghetto, whichever one you want to call it, it tends to always be in these areas. When are people going to wake up in the inner city black community, in the hood, if you will, and see that this kind of stuff is destructive? What I'm hearing is that some of these rappers, a significant number of these rappers, by the way, are either ex-gang members or in-gang members, are still gang members. And I guess they deciding to say, hey, you know what? I want to better my life. Let me become a rapper. That's going to be extremely hard to do if you're still in a gang, a violent street gang, and you want to better your life by being a rapper. You can't be in a violent street gang and then decide, hey, I want to be a rapper at the same time. It's not going to work. It's going to always be somebody out there that's got some kind of beef with you and going to probably get jealous and want to gun you down. They're crabs, man. They're crabs. They pull you back down in the bucket because they don't want to see you being successful. And that could be what this is too. This could be someone jealous, someone upset. I get so sick and tired of seeing young black men gunned down for stupid, dumb, ignorant reasons. And it kills me that this kind of lifestyle, this kind of mentality is promoted and marketed in movies, on the news, TV shows. This kind of lifestyle, this thug lifestyle, is marketed as if it's positive. And now you got, and I'm just going to be real with you, you got white people walking around with their pants sagging down, talking about, I'm gangster, man. I'm gangster. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gangster. I was working yesterday. I saw a video several weeks ago about it was young white dude, pants hanging down. It was a TikTok video, pants hanging down, you know what I'm saying? And he have his pants hanging down. He trying to be so-called quote unquote gangster. And he's talking to these people and he's like, and I'm paraphrasing his words though, but he was like, well, I'm gangster, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm real gangster, cussing and carrying on. And he was like, I had to work the other day. I had to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no time, but I got time today. I got time today, baby. And some of you might have seen that video. Wasn't long, but I'm like, come on, man. Is that what you see? Is that the best way to live your life? That life is destructive. It's destructive to the black community. It's destructive to anyone that submits to it. But the elites push this kind of lifestyle for, in my opinion, reasons bigger than just getting more money. Okay? The purpose is to dismantle the community, but I ain't going to get into that in too much detail. I'm not going to get into too much detail. And when I say dismantle the community, I'm not just talking about the black community. I'm talking about every community, but they're just using right now the hip hop culture as a tool to do that. That's what it is, because let's be realistic. You have some hip hop artists that are very, very talented, from what I understand, and you have some that are not so talented. It seems like the ones that are not all that talented seems to be the ones to get the most promotion. Seems to be the ones to get the most airplay. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They seem to be the ones making the most money. Now, why are they making all this money? Are they making all this money because they're good rappers, that they can rap? Or are they making all this money because they're marketed and promoted in all the venues by the executive producers that push this kind of lifestyle? Is that what it is? I believe it's the latter. And let me say something else in the ending of this video. The thing is this, it's like this. People can say what they want to say about it. They can say this, that, and the other. They can say, well, you know what? I think this is just sick. I think this is crazy, whatever. Woo, 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 woo. But here's the bottom line. There are a lot of these rappers that I believe have great talent. Get great talent. A lot of these pop artists, I'm going to include the pop artists in this too, have great talent. But the executive producers are not trying to push talent. They're trying to push an agenda, a corruptive, destructive agenda in the communities. They don't care about how talented you are. What they care about, okay, is pushing their agenda and suppressing the real talent of these rappers and these pop artists. That's what